What's up, my beautiful people? I hope you all are having an amazing day so far. I tried to do my hair in like this cute ponytail. That was a total fail. Kind of like my sweater that has this huge hole that ripped, and I'm just pretending like that's how it's made. It's been one of those days. It's been one of those weeks. But to make it all better, I decided to do a Buzzfeed holiday testing out food video. And of course, since it's holiday edition, it ended up being a bunch of sweets. Right now, I'm also having a giveaway on my channel for 3 $100 Visa gift cards. All you have to do to enter is be subscribed and interact with me by sharing my videos, leaving comments, liking, all that stuff. And let's go ahead and get started. If I'm honest with you guys, I'm a bit of an ice cream addict, and I went looking for a recipe specifically that was ice cream holiday themed so I could eat some ice cream. So I decided on this milkshake. So I'm just using some vanilla ice cream in a blender, and I made some for Andy and I. So I added, you know, a little extra, like when you think there's a lot, just add a little bit more. And then using some holiday themed crushed up Oreos and some peppermint to give it some fun red color. And then I'm just sprinkling some peppermint in, and then you could add in about a half a cup of milk into it as well, like so. Get it all yummy, and then start to blend. And the funny thing is, as I blend this, my dog hates the blender. Literally hates it. Guys, a small cup of milkshake isn't even like a thing. It's not allowed. So we went big and went home. And actually, we already were home. So I'm just pouring this into a cup, adding some whipped cream and sprinkling some peppermint on top just for a pretty presentation. And oh my gosh, this was so good. Kind of tasted like mint ice cream mixed with Oreos. Andy and I were both obsessed, and he's not a big like mint chocolate person, but he really liked this as well and wanted to make sure that I told you guys. Guys, I did a total beginner move, forgot to hit record, so I'm gonna just tell you what ingredients I'm mixing together here. It's really simple. It's 1 cup of butter, a half a cup of confectioner's sugar, and then 1 1/4 cup of flour, and then a half a cup of cornstarch, which as I was making this, I realized I didn't have. And you could replace cornstarch instead of a half a cup of cornstarch. You could use 1 cup of flour if you don't have it. It's like a 2-to-1 ratio. Comes out delicious. So once that's all mixed together, I'm just going to put some saran wrap over it and stick it in the fridge to chill for about 30 minutes. Again, I'm sorry guys, I guess I could have made 2 batches of this, but I'm already like eating so many of these currently that it just wouldn't have been good. So then once those are already chilled, in the meantime, what I'm doing is taking some peppermint. I was in the baking section and they didn't have like the crushed up peppermint like they normally have. So I was like, well, I'll just make my own. And I just, you know, peeled some candy canes. You don't need too many. You could use like a couple and it'll be just fine. And then I'm sticking it in a bag and doing it the old school way and hitting it with a hammer. It was kind of fun to get all my anger out, not gonna lie. But what you could also use, I'm sure you could use like a food processor or something similar. I just decided to do this, not really sure why, but yeah, it wasn't bad. And that way you get kind of like different sizes of peppermint as well, which is cool. So then I'm taking some frosting. Now this recipe called for like making your own frosting, and every time I do that, it comes out awful for some reason. So I was like, you know what? This is way easier and it tastes a lot better than mine would. So I'm adding some food coloring to it, and it's totally optional. And you could also add peppermint to your frosting if you would like. And then basically I'm just putting it into a piping bag so that way I can spread it easier. So then once my dough is chilled, I'm basically just going to roll them into little balls like so, and then just place them on a cookie sheet. You guys know the drill, put them about 2 inches apart or so. I'm just rolling them out. And then what you want to do is take the ball of your hand and press down on them. That way they just bake a little better. This goes without saying, but of course make sure your hands are clean. And then we're going to bake this at 350 for about 10 to 12 minutes. And then once they're all done and completely cooled, then you could go ahead and start icing them. So I'm just doing a little swirl on top. You could do like a little drizzle if you want less icing. I'm not a huge icing person, so I did like a little bit. I guess this is kind of like in the middle. I just kind of stuck towards the middle of the cookie, and then just added some peppermint on top. These were so good though. I've probably ate about 10 already, which is kind of bad, but they are that good and perfect for a holiday party. And they taste a lot like the ones you buy at the store that look very similar to this. This last one turned out to be very simple. I'm just taking some chocolate. You don't even need as much as I used. You could use chocolate chips, a bar of chocolate, baking chocolate, anything will work. You probably only needed like 1 square of this, but I heated it up, and then on a toothpick, I'm drawing a little snowman face on a marshmallow. Now I figured this part would be the easiest, 2 dots for the eyes and then a couple dots for the smile. The part I was nervous about was drawing a nose, and I had this like orange gel, and it actually wasn't too bad to just do like a little triangle shape like so. Now here's where the little problem comes in. So I stuck my little snowman guy in some hot chocolate to melt. Like this would be a super cute party accent or something if you were having a holiday party and some hot chocolate. This would be adorable, but the snowman would not stay upright. It kept wanting to tip over, and then it just is so hard to control. I was trying to make it look pretty, and then my snowman ended like face first in the hot chocolate, and I'm sure he wasn't minding because then he got a little sip of the hot chocolate, but it was just kind of hard. The second snowman didn't have much luck either. The third one, I kind of chopped him in half and then stuck him in, and that actually worked a little bit better, but just not practical. But yeah, you have these little snowman marshmallows that came out okay, I guess. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I've been uploading a lot lately, so if you missed any of my last videos, you can click to the side of me or just head on over to my channel to catch up, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye!